what I wanted to share is if you are going to do dry manipulation, this is why it's so important to, as your hair air dries, to leave it alone and let it set. Your hair knows what it's doing. It knows where to go. But if you keep messing it up and changing its direction, that's when you end up with problem areas. And again, I'm talking about those of you who feel like you're my twin and have a whole lot of hair. When your hair is dense, there's a whole other thing going on. There's not, I mean, combing and brushing is hell, which is why I don't do it. Now, granted, I didn't get this overnight. This was months of doing the finger combing and the air drying and always manipulating the same way, so that when my coils set, that the hairs kind of found their way back. Because initially I was doing like everybody else. I was trying to comb it out all the time and wondering why it was frizzing up. But in doing so, it blends all these things together. So now the less that I do it, the more definition I'm getting as it grows. But this is what's important. Try to do your hair, if you're going to separate it and put it in, especially if you're doing a dry twist or something, or what I'm doing, dry braids. Do it when you're not looking in the mirror. That way because what you should do is feel around for your hair, because those straight parts, your hair doesn't grow like that. This is what's growing out of your scalp, these clumps of coils forming a springlet. When you try to split a springlet, when you try to split this, that's another reason you get knots. Because when you try to split this, by the time you get to the end, so that's why I don't worry about my parts being even. I don't even worry if I got one, sometimes you get a stray hair, Lincoln. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you're not pulling your hair out as you're trying to separate. And I don't really want to pull at it. I just want to go ahead and just rub. Smoothing and stretching, smoothing and stretching. Split it from the end and then go. So you want to split it from the end and then you can get in there and separate. But split from the end first and let your hair tell you where it wants to go. Like this. And then so easy. Super, super, super easy. And if I can do that with all this stuff, again, anybody can. But I'm not disturbing my coil. I'm always manipulating the hair straight out because that's the way it naturally wants to go. I'm not going to force it to do anything, especially in this state. You don't want to force it. I had no idea what my hair was going to be like when it got to this length. I mean, I had some of these, like, one or two of these poking out, but the rest of it was a frizzy ball. So don't try to judge your hair to mine until till your hair starts to grow out, because it's going to change. Okay, I'm ready for bed. See you tomorrow. I did a dry braid out, as you saw last night. And all I'm doing is I'm taking a section, it's just running my, can you see? Running my thumb and my finger through my hair to kind of flatten the shaft. I'm not really trying to break up the pattern so much as I just want it to kind of feel, stretched and flattened between my fingers. And this is all shed hair, so don't get alarmed. I think they say we're supposed to live between, what, 50 and 100? You know, I guess that, you know, depends on the density of your hair. I'm pretty sure I lose more than that at times. But it should never be enough that you're going, oh my God, oh my God. You see that? Yeah, I look at what you're doing, products you're using, and might be time for a switch. Okay, got my big barrel. But, you know, as you can see, it is, you know, straight enough. And really, at the end of the day, I mean, okay, initially I did want it, you know, bone straight. And it's so hot here. I did want it bone straight, but and then I realized really all I was kind of missing is being able to see my length. You know, every now and then I just, you know, you just kind of want it out. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, it's just the mentality behind feeling like you have to look a certain way. And that's the other thing. I didn't want to get it so straight that I would go back to that whole protection mode of, you know, oh my God, I'm going to sweat it out, or oh my God, I'm going to, you know what I mean? I mean, I wanted to be able to enjoy it without those pressures. It's just, I don't know, I refuse to take my mind back there. And I instantly felt that the minute I started when I used the high heat and was, you know, anticipating straightening it out completely. So it's very interesting that, you know, I shocked myself back into reality, really. And obviously glad that I did, because this has taken really no time at all. And I rarely can say that doing my hair, no matter what I'm doing, unless it's a wash and go. I still have a curiosity. I'm not even gonna lie. I do have that curiosity to just see it straight. But I don't know. I don't know. I know. Don't be mad at me. I mean, it's, you know, I'm obviously completely, well, you know, 90% okay with my hair, especially that it seems to be growing well, and it's starting to get to a length I can appreciate. Oh, and I had some questions about how I do my faux hawks or frohawks. So I guess I could show you that with this. So all I do is just press it, push up, push up, push up, push up like this till it's smooth. Again, I don't need to use a brush, and I use these flat pins. I find they work. Can you see that? I find they work a lot better, and they don't tangle when I take it out. Back, and that's pretty much all I do, and back, so that there's no little loose spots. See that? Now, is that too much? I'm gonna keep it big, ladies. Keep it big.